So what is going on, guys? This is part 17 of Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke Challenge. Mitchell here once again. I apologize to you guys once more. This is the second video of two that the recording did not pick up, so this will be more of a looking back once again. The next ones will be as standard format for the last 15 or so parts. So anyways, we're going to get underway, I suppose. At the end of the last episode, obviously, I was training my newest addition, Abra, who is named Gandalf, and we are going to get ourselves a Kadabra, because back then, once again, I know I harp on this a lot, but Psychic was overpowered. There was no Dark type, there was no, there wasn't a whole big move pool for anything else. I believe like Bug and Ghost and the like, or whatever was effective, I believe. Bug maybe. No, Bug was... Anyways, Bug is dark. But anyways, so moving on from that and my poor remembrance of type effectiveness, we're going to be doing a grind episode, guys, and I apologize for that. It's just necessary. Obviously, I don't want to start losing Pokemon. These guys are matching my level. Even some of the wild Pokemon are matching my level right now. And it's some of my guys' levels, and obviously that's not good. Generally speaking, through a Pokemon game, you should always be matching around the gym leader's level if you just go right through it, but overall you should be at least a couple levels higher. And clearly right now I'm a little underleveled for where I'm supposed to be, and I don't have a lot of powerhouses. I don't have a whole lot of guys that can take a whole lot of hits. So anyways, so that's what this episode will basically be about. We just went to buy our 5 Pokeballs for coming into a new city, and right here we are going to use the old rod we got at the end of the last episode and catch a Magikarp, hopefully, because Magikarp, I couldn't get one because of Core Rule 5, the one that's available right outside of Mount Moon, because I would be buying, but the old rod obviously is an automatic Magikarp find, so we're going to try to catch this one. Now, some people might not like the fact that I am catching something in Vermilion City. However, it is its own route. It's a different city. It's its own area, more so than a route. And every Pokemon found on it in the wild is fair game, where you have to catch it. Obviously, it won't be bought. It's not being traded. It's not being given away, like the Squirtle that's given away in Vermilion in Yellow version. So this is all fair game, guys, and it's good for a type difference. Gyarados would be a huge addition if I managed to raise this Magikarp. So the fish type, it's famous for being very unreliable. It can be found swimming in seas, lakes, rivers, and shallow puddles. So we did end up catching the Magikarp, obviously. And we nicknamed this Magikarp. I sort of forget. Once again, I do look at, I have my Blu-ray collection, not so much DVDs anymore, and video games and stuff, and that's basically where I look for inspiration. I normally just pick things straight out of media I like, something semi-relevant I usually try to do. So Magikarp is going to evolve into a Gyarados, I mean, if I manage to hold on to him that long. So I believe I call him Godzilla. No, I go with Gojira, which I believe is the actual Japanese something or other name for Godzilla. But Gyarados, giant dragon of the sea, I suppose, or whatever. So I go with Gojira. I know in the American Godzilla film that was what they mispronounce him as, or whatever. Or they mispronounce him as Godzilla when it's actually Gojira, but either way, it's just a pun. So moving on from that, we are finally going to deposit our buddy Roquefort. We held on to him for a long time, but really haven't used him. He's underleveled. I didn't feel like grinding, but now it's kind of necessary, because obviously if I don't grind up Abra, he'll be useless. Same with Magikarp. So now we've got ourselves a Gojira and a Gandalf, and here we're going to speed up the video and start the grind. Now, this might be a little easier than usual for me, guys, because normally when I'm doing this, I'm not speeding it up, and I'm talking throughout a grind that is the right level, of speed, I mean. Like, it's at 100%, and I'm just talking as I go through. This way, I'm actually watching what you guys are watching for a change. So this might actually be a better system for grinds. I don't know yet. But anyways, we're training in this patch of grass here. Obviously, we didn't run into anything we don't already have. I believe the only thing I don't have in this is, I believe we find Pidgeotos. Apparently you can find Raticates here, and Drowsies, obviously. I don't think I would go with the Drowsy just because I do now have I do have an Abra. So once I have a Kadabra, that'll be, to me, is better. So we're just gonna go with that. But obviously that's our 4th or 5th encounter by now, so couldn't get anything new on this route, and that's unfortunate. But right now we're just doing the grind up, trying to get ourselves a Kadabra. This video actually is about 40 minutes long, but with a cutout that will be coming up in the next couple minutes, and I'll explain why. And basically this 300% speed up, it shortened it to about 20 minutes, I believe. So this grind takes a little longer than I'd like to. These Drowsies, sorry guys, these Drowsies took quite a lot of, they were a pain in my ass. Hypnosis all the time, then they'd outspeed me for another hypnosis right when I'd wake up, and it was just hell. And in older games it was harder, just like rap back then, you know. They actually give you a fighting chance in newer generations for waking up. When you wake up, you were allowed to pick a move in the same turn. Now they make you wake up, and if you're outspeed, you know, or outsped, I should say, you never really. So as you can see, I mean, I'm getting my ass kicked by a level 15 Drowsy for no reason other than the fact that I'm asleep more than I'm awake. I don't have a Poke Flute, obviously, and yeah, this is just hell. Training in here was probably not my smartest choice, but they are slightly higher level possibilities in this route rather than the one right above Vermilion. And that was just a personal choice of mine to train around there. So, and at this point, guys, I didn't realize, I totally forgot about teleport. The one good thing about Abra right now is that he could have teleported me every time I do this. So I'm running back and forth to the Pokemon Center, healing up my guys every 5 or 6 battles when I could just be teleporting and then running back. Save myself a lot of time. But I know it now, and I'll be holding on to teleport, obviously, for at least a few more episodes until Kadabra starts learning great things when he becomes a Kadabra. And right here I accidentally ran into a youngster here, but I'm not going to be slowing the video down, guys. It's just one trainer with a couple of Pokemon. Obviously right there I go straight into Wayne. Type advantage against his Ekans. No chance of being poisoned, which is good. Leech lifing for days, hopefully to kill him. As I said, I recorded this video and it wasn't until 2 days later that I started making it, so I'm basically commentating on 2 days ago. So anyway, so there we go. He's level 13 already, so that's great. But yeah, we just fought that one youngster. I don't think I end up making that mistake again during the grind, and I just continue to fight wild Pokemon up to this point, and I believe I do. I'm for sure I run into one Pidgeotto. I think there's actually 2, and which I thought originally was great experience. I really did. I said, oh wow, a Pidgeotto, that's going to be awesome. Just because Pidgeotto, big, you know, level 18, level 20 Pokemon, second evolution, going to give me a lot of experience. Really only gives me a little bit more and is way more of a hassle than some of these guys. Like, I didn't realize that at the time, but he really doesn't give me a whole lot. I might be able to do a comparison here. This is a level 15 Drowsy. And when I finally do kill it, if I ever do, like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, I spend half of this grind just being asleep the whole time, and I'm too stubborn to run away and just wait for the next guy. I want to kill these things. In retrospect, it would have been way faster to run away from half of them, but anyway, so I kill him. So that's 72 for 3, so that's about roughly 180. Maybe 190 experience. 70, oh sorry, that's about 210. It's roughly just over 200 experience split 3 ways. So let's just keep that in the back of our mind, that a level 15 Drowsy was like that. Now here we have a level 18 Pidgeotto, who's much stronger, obviously. He's level 18, 3 levels higher. He's a second evolution, I mean, it's a goddamn Pidgeotto. I mean, they're awesome. But how much does this guy give us? Between 2 gives us 144. So really, I mean, we only got, well, I suppose a little bit more, about 80 more experience. So maybe I'm wrong, guys. I just thought 144 didn't seem like a whole lot to me at the time, I guess. But I suppose he is worth more experience than I gave him credit for. That's my mistake, guys. So, anyways, so there was one of the 2 Pidgeottos. I know there's a second one coming up somewhere near closer to the end. Obviously, right now, all we're trying to do is, I have my Magikarp, and I am going to be grinding him as well. So the next episode is also going to be a grind, and I apologize for that, guys, because I know I don't finish in time. I think I can do this, all at once. I believe in my original recording, my whole plan was to get Magikarp up to at least learn Tackle at 15, I believe, and have a Kadabra, but I don't even get to the Magikarp in this video, unfortunately. So the next one will also be a grind. But then, see, if we grind right now, guys, if we do the grind, then we fight some of these trainers, then we won't have to do a grind for another 4 or 5 parts, I'm hoping. And we have the SSN full of trainers. We have this route full of trainers. We have Lieutenant Surge. There's going to be plenty of stuff to do. So I'm just hoping, I'm banking on that pretty much. So Wayne's doing pretty well for himself, actually, here. He's level 19 and he doesn't have a whole great move pool yet, but the type advantage of Leech Life is really helping against all these poison types. He's poisoned, so it's helping that he can't be poisoned, and because poison is very scary for a Nuzlocke, obviously, prior to Generation 4, I believe, when it would only let you down to 1 health. So that is right there where I learned the whole teleporting thing, I believe. I don't think I did it beforehand. And yeah, so that's that. So I run right back, and I believe it's soon, maybe not. Run into another Drowsy there. We already skipped over the part where I had to cut away, guys. Obviously, honestly, I was grinding for about 25 minutes, and I needed to get a glass of water, I needed a break, I needed to take a leak, and so I just left it running rather than end it short. So I don't know if you guys noticed the cut. It was between Drowsy fighting Ivysaur, something like that. If you didn't notice it, great. If you did, well, I recognize that was a cut there. But all it did was stay on, he's asleep, for I don't know how long, 5-10 minutes that I cut out. So anyways, so we are coming close to the end here, I believe, of the grind. I think we have another 4 minutes left or so. This is a longer video. I believe it goes to about 20 minutes. And I think you guys might see why it extends way over. I mean, normally during a grind it's hard to tell, and sometimes it's lesser or greater, sometimes it's only 13 minutes after I speed it up. Sometimes it goes to all of 17, 18. This time it went to basically 20, I believe. And I think it's right here you find out, because here's the second Pidgeotto, sorry, not Pidgeot. And or maybe there's another one. Yes, there is another one. There's 3 total then. There's 3 total because the next one is coming up. I'm almost sure of it because we are around the 14-minute mark, and I believe that's when it all goes down. Yes, the level 20 Pidgeotto. That was it. So right here, I'm a little intimidated to send out Sparky, so I send out Wayne, thinking, all right, well, he can't do that much to me. I'll supersonic him, get some confusion happening, maybe bite him a few times. Critical hit takes out Wayne. And this is where I slow the video back down, guys, because we've just lost Wayne in a grind. And obviously I was not spacebarring that. I wasn't speeding that up while I was grinding. I made a mistake. I didn't even consider the fact that he could be taken out that easily. I figured I'd get a supersonic off, have a bite or two, maybe a leech life. Really, I figured I'd be fine, and I'm not. So we just lost Wayne so soon to being a Golbat, I believe. I know it happens in his 20s. And just like with Crow, I mean, so close to finally becoming a great new member of the team. And, just, well, not a new member, but just a fully evolved member. And right now, it's sad for me to watch it, because I'm like, what a stupid mistake on my part. I went for, what, 3 supersonics? I was like, maybe I should have given up a while ago and just sent out somebody else, whether it was Ivysaur or, anybody. I mean, he doesn't really have any moves other than Gust and Quick Attack. I mean, he's normal type moves. Nothing would have been... And obviously here Sparky with the type advantage. The only reason I sent out Wayne was because Sparky, I was worried about taking on these attacks and getting a critical hit right there. But he didn't, but he's down to 5 health. I mean, 1 critical hit would have taken out Sparky. And that would have really sucked. But I obviously could have sent out Fruit Group right from the get-go here. Would have taken a little bit more time. Quick Attack does do a decent amount. And I only have Tackle really to do anything good to him. He outspeeds me and the like, and I mean... But still, I mean, I could have kept switching and eventually done enough damage to take him out. And, of course, I always could have ran. And I chose not to. I chose to be stubborn, and it really cost me there, guys. So now we've lost a guy who's been with us for, geez, must be 7 or 8 parts now. He's been around since the beginning of Mount Moon. So whatever part that was, 6 or 5 or 6 or something? 7? I don't know. So we're gonna heal up, and then we're gonna have to release him. Now I know some of you guys are saying, "Oh, you're not supposed to heal. You're supposed to go release him while he's dead." Well, it doesn't really matter. He's not going into battle. I'm just healing before I forget. Every time I enter a Pokemon Center, I just automatically go to the heal. But we all know he's dead. He hasn't been used in battle. I ran straight to the Pokemon Center. I didn't continue grinding with him dead or anything, so we're going to deposit poor Wayne, level 19, so close to getting to that Golbat. And we're going to release him. So there's our second real loss, our second party member that was a true member of this Nuzlocke team who fell. And that sucks. And I didn't take anybody out. I didn't bring Rookfort back, and I didn't... I decided to hold off on adding a new guy there for the remainder of this episode. Perhaps I'll go catch myself a Diglett or something in Diglett's cave. An earth type guy might not be so bad, or a ground type. We go back here to the grind, but it's not long enough to really worth speeding up, so obviously I could speed it up and we could save ourselves maybe 45 seconds total of video time, but I'm not that worried about it. And right here we switch, obviously, because Gandalf can't really do anything right now, but he's 1 level away, and I just wanted to have something good come out of this bad, that bad mistake I made with Wayne there. We've lost him, so I wanted to finish the video and made sure that we had our fully evolved Gandalf into a Kadabra, who will not be an Alakazam. I don't remember, I believe I did stress that in the last episode. So right here, he grew to level 16. He is evolving, so that's awesome. But he will not be an Alakazam unless, once again, I get a huge, and huge being a relative term, but just if a bunch of people tell me, no, you should use the cheat code thing on the emulators and the like, and you should get yourself an Alakazam when it's appropriate, like maybe by gym 4 or 5 or something, when it's a reasonable time, when he's at around level 30 or something reasonable. But anyways, this just really sucks, guys. I mean, level 16 Kadabra, that's great, but lost Wayne. So I think that'll do it for now, guys. We're already at the 19-minute mark, I believe, and yeah, we're at the 19-minute mark, and it's about time to end the video. So next time, it will not be commentating like this. I will be going back to the regular format of recording while I play. And we will be continuing a grind for now, Magikarp. So, like, subscribe, and hopefully we'll have a better time next time, guys. So, until then, see you later. What is going on, guys? It is now part 18, Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke Challenge. Coming to you once again from my computer desk. So, we're going to get underway here. Obviously, at the end of the last one, it wasn't that great, but we are back to what we originally had. The last 2 episodes, as I explained in them, was bad audio sync, but for right now we're doing all right. So, anyways, we're back to normal. So, right at the end of the last one, there we obviously we lost Wayne, but we did gain ourselves a Kadabra. So in Gandalf. So that being said, now it's kind of time to grind up for some Gojira action here. And I am going to waste a couple of trainers first and then probably go into a grind. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to grind on a couple of these trainers. So win, lose, or draw. Obviously an old man gambler by the looks of this. And Gambler wants to fight. He's sending out a Poliwag. Now that kind of helps me out a little bit because I go into Gojira here. But obviously I have the type advantage with whoever I want. And right now I'm actually going to go into Sparky. I know he's over-leveled. Or not over-leveled, but leveled the strongest right now. But there will be a lot of times where he's probably going to have to take a back seat. So, especially as these guys get stronger. So, whenever I can fight a water type, it's probably going to be up to Sparky here. Especially when all the Poliwag can do is bubble. So, I mean, that's not much of a threat to me. So, Gojira went straight to level 6. That's cool. I was hoping for actually level 7, but... and he's not going to get anything from the Horsey here, so... because I'm going to not bother with the switch out. Obviously a level 6 won't be able to take a hit from a level 18. I don't think so anyways, so that ends that trainer right there. So, but Sparky did grow to level 22, so that's pretty cool. I'm just hoping for that Thunderbolt like I explained last time. So that being said, we used one trainer there and now we're just going to go straight back into the grind. Now, as I said before, guys, I'm a little disappointed in myself for the whole mix-up with Wayne. I just made a bad call thinking that I could survive, and I should be more careful, especially with critical hits, stronger Pokemon against weaker ones. You know, I was just not really thinking that clearly, I guess, and I paid the price for it. So we won't be replacing him just yet, I don't think. We are going to be continuing our basically what we have right now, the five party, and see how far we get with them. And if we come across something that we can use, great. But other than that, we're just gonna stick with what we got right now. Now, I did say, guys, at the end of the last episode that I might grab myself a Diglett from Diglett's Cave there. I'm not too keen on it, really, just because really, I have Dig, obviously, as you just saw with Drago. Not that I used it, but a little previously there when I was using Drago. He has Dig, and it doesn't really seem beneficial to me to be using... to give myself another ground type, pretty much. It'd be like catching a Voltorb at this point, or a Magnemite. You know, I already have Pikachu, and it's not like it's a dragon type or something that's super useful or anything like that, or that's overpowered, you know. So we're not going to be doing that, but we are going to actually be raising, trying to raise them both simultaneously right now, Gandalf and Gojira, if we can, because now Gandalf can kind of start doing his own thing. Obviously, I still have to be a little careful with him, as you guys are probably seeing right now. And before, I did actually mention that I should have done it for this one too, is I should have done what I was doing for the last one, which was for the grind videos, commentate, sorry, after the fact. That way I'm not tripping over words and not really sure where in the video we're at the time. It kind of makes a little more sense, come to think of it, but for right now it's not a huge deal. So we're just going to continue the way we've been doing it for now, and I'll hopefully remember next time. Now, some of you guys might be wondering why I haven't gone and grabbed the bike voucher yet. I believe I can get that before I defeat Surge. The reason behind that is I have to go back up that way to go to Rock Tunnel anyways, and so for right now it's not a huge deal for me, you know what I mean? The bike's not going to help me overly right this minute, So I'm not in any rush to go get it, and I have to go back up that way. So that's the reason I haven't went and got that or done any of that yet. Just so anybody who's interested is aware, that's why I'm doing it that way. So obviously, I'm almost sure you guys did see I have caught a Diglett, and I named him Tremors after the movie Tremors with Kevin Bacon, and just for the hell of it. So as I said before, probably won't use him, and just because, once again, Earthquake's great and all, but he won't learn that for a while. I've never raised a Diglett, so I don't know for sure. I've never really had a Dugtrio or a Diglett before, and I know it's kind of not really in the spirit of a Nuzlocke, but I don't know, guys. It just doesn't seem like a great pick to replace anybody right now, anyways. As I said, I really just don't want to go into a grind right now either. I understand that he's a fair level right now. I get that, but I don't know. I think I'll hang on to him in the party for now, to replace Wayne for now. And sure, I mean, if I have an opportunity to use him, I'll use him. But as it stands right now, he's kind of a sub-member of the True Nuzlocke party for now. Now, I know I talked about this in a previous part, guys. It's a little unrelated to Pokemon right now, but it's about what I'll be doing after this particular Nuzlocke. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing, but I had an idea that I've already done Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. If you haven't seen that, it's not an audio recorded one, but I do explain in the best detail I could, in the same type of layout as this, how to get and recruit all the characters in Path of Radiance. So I did that, and I was considering doing the same thing for Radiant Dawn. Now, the reason I didn't do a Radiant Dawn from the get-go for that was because, honestly, the video, the emulator I have, or maybe my computer isn't as great as I think, but it runs really slow, especially when I'm recording it more so. Like, I can get it to run pretty well at perfect frame rate, but then when I record it, it is just brutal. Like it's not really the sound crackling or anything. The actual video slows down considerably, and that just sucks, guys. That just sucks. And I'd like to do one, but I don't know. I don't have the equipment really to record my television and or anything like that. So it's not really in the in a possible type of way right now, but I'm going to look at it, see if I can attempt to do it again, see if the video can do that, if you guys are interested in that. But that's the only Pokemon unrelated note as far as we go for this video. I just wanted to inform you guys that I probably won't do another Nuzlocke right after this. It'll probably be something else. Yeah, so that's what we'll be looking at for the next time. So guys, right now I slowed the video down, and we are going to release poor Tremors. He wasn't with us long, and I feel kind of shitty that I'm not taking these guys more seriously. Obviously, that could have been a great addition. Tremors was actually a pretty good name for him too. So there goes Tremors, unfortunately, and we won't be withdrawing anybody new. But right now, that is going to end the video. That might be a little shorter than normal because it's going to be at 300%. But I think I slowed it down enough at the beginning and right now so that it'll roughly be about 12-15 minutes. So next time, there will be, unfortunately, guys, there is going to be another grind, but it won't be a full grind. What we're going to do is I'm going to grind for a couple more levels, probably about to level 12. That'll go by super fast, and then we will move on to fighting all the trainers to the right side of Diglett's cave. and then after that we will move on to the SSN. We probably won't reach the SSN in the next part, but we're going to try to clear up all the trainers in the to the right side of Diglett's Cave there. So thanks for watching, guys. I know this right now is going a little slow. There's going to be slow parts and fast parts and the like, but once we're past this slow section next episode, we should be right on the way through SSN, through a rival battle, through you know, the gym, the Lieutenant Surge. So should be a pretty exciting time. So until then, see you next time, guys. What is happening, guys? We are now on part 19, Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke Challenge. At the end of the last video, I told you we will be having a small grinding section. We're going to get right underway with that, and then we will be straight on to trainer battling. So here we go with that. Now, as I said before, I'm only wanting to go to about level 12. I think that's fair, guys. You know, I'm going to be switching him out, obviously, for all these trainer battles to get some more experience. But for the most part, right now, he will be Gojira will just be trained up and try to get him as close as I can to getting to that sweet, sweet Gyarados. Because once he becomes that Gyarados, obviously he'll be a little underleveled and I won't be able to overuse him. Not a great move pool right off the bat, but hopefully we get there soon. Now, of course, we are back in Diglett's Cave, where we were previously training. Obviously, it's a little dangerous here because obviously Sparky's no good because of the ground type, and I'm really scared of that dig. The level 19s and 20s seem to have dig, while the 16s and 15s don't. So that helps out a little bit, but overall it's still kind of scary because I'm not really sure, you know, how strong this move really is. Because sometimes it seems to be pretty strong to the point that really it's almost just a, you know, two-turn earthquake almost, in a sense. It's really doing a number on my team. Now, I realize that it's super effective against the poison type of Ivysaur and the likes, but it's just a killer for damage anyways, it seems. Alright, guys, so Drago has officially finished off that last Diglett, and now we have a level 12 Gojira. Obviously, I'd like him to be stronger than that. Really, in retrospect, I'd like them all to be level 20, but I cannot continue to bore you guys with this stuff. I still am sticking to my thing where I'm not going to cut any content unless, of course, there's a long pause or break. For whatever reason, I have to step away, and there's only been 1 or 2 of those in all the videos, and I'm trying to keep that number as low as possible, just to keep with consistency. So we're just going to move right along now. Level 12's fine. We're going to keep the order out, obviously, so he continues to gain experience from random battles as well as the trainer battles we'll be facing. So yeah, we're going to move right along here past Diglett's Cave. We've already fought 2 of the trainers in the parts of the grind. This fella down here as well. And right off the bat, we run into a random battle, so, you know, obviously we'll start the trainers right after this, I suppose. And it's a Pidgey, so we're obviously going to go straight into Sparky, Thundershock this fucking bird, and I now have a new hate on for these things because they're a little stronger than they should be, I think, just with their quick attacks. You know, they're doing like 10, 12 damage when they're actually... they should be pretty weak, honestly. And that Pidgeotto, obviously, they got rid of Wayne because of my stupidity, still kind of hurts. So anyway, my Pokemon should be ready by now. Says a youngster or junior trainer, or it's a youngster. So we're going to go up against this youngster, I assume. Alright, he's got Nidorans, level 18. Now normally, this is where I would send out good old Wayne. But Wayne's no longer with us, so the poison types, it's just going to do... we're actually going to go with good old Gandalf here, because Gandalf should be super effective against a poison type. He's going to use the Poison Sting. That really actually worries the hell out of me. Because I don't have that poison, you know, ability or anything. The immunity to poison, sorry. So Gandalf grew to level 17. That's cool. He sent out a Nidorino. I'll try Confusion again. This would be a great, like, geez, the moves are overpowered. He went for another Leer. He's not going to be able to outspeed me. He does not have quick attack as far as I'm aware. And I get rid of a level 18 Nidorino with Gandalf. That's great. So he should be pretty close to another level up pretty soon. So anyway, we're going to go against the next guy here, who is a gambler, who says, competition, I can't get enough. Go figure. He's a gambler and he can't get enough. So he comes out with a level 18 Bellsprout. That's interesting. So we are going to switch into... actually, we're going to go straight into Gandalf again. And because he is a poison type, super effective. So even though I don't have the immunity to poison, I still do have a super effectiveness. Poison powder, I was poisoned. That scares the crap out of me. So, actually, I am going to go for one confusion. Because I can teleport. And I just realized that. I can still teleport. So I shouldn't actually be able to be killed off by this poison because of steps. So that actually is pretty helpful. And I wasn't badly poisoned by a toxic or anything. So we're all good there. So he sends out an Oddish. I'm going to just leave him out here and wreck this guy's day with his poison types. Obviously the poison is only doing 2 damage a time. It's not really hurting me too much, but obviously I'm going to have to run back to the Pokemon Center or teleport back right after this battle just to be on the safe side. But I did grow to level 18. That's awesome. So Gandalf is going to rack up quite a few levels from guys like this from now on. But we are going to teleport to be safe and warp to the last Pokemon Center and heal him up right away. So far this isn't going as bad as I expected. I completely forgot that the poison type would be weak to the psychic effects of my Kadabra. So that's where he's going to be getting. He's going to probably take the place of Wayne for my guy to go against poison types. For one thing, he does have the teleport ability, and unless I'm in some place like Rock Tunnel, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be using him at all times against poison types, because once he gets poisoned, he can just teleport away. You know, he needs one HP at least, more than 1 HP to survive, to have that one step into the Pokemon Center. So anyways, we're going to continue on here and find ourselves another trainer. There's one right up here. He says, I just became a trainer, but I think I can win. Well, I already have 2 gym badges, so I don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to be cocky like Ash was in the anime and be like, I have 2 badges. So he comes out with a Sandshrew. I have Gojira, which would be a good matchup if he actually had a water move and was stronger, but he does not. So we're going to go into Fruit Group here, just to go for that good old Vine Whip and take care of the Sandshrew with a little problem. Level 19's, you know, I mean, it's okay. He's a little stronger than some of my guys, weaker than others, so it's a fair level. He does have Slash, which does have a high critical hit ratio. Look at that. So I made the right move by going for the strong guy in good old Fruit Group here. So Gojira and Fruit Group both going to get experience for that. He goes into the Zubat. That's actually just annoying, honestly, because I'm going to see how much a Tackle can do and then probably just switch out. Yeah. Because Bite is actually probably going to do more. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to go into Sparky and just Thundershock his ass, because I don't want to waste time with this shit. Supersonic, of course, he doesn't go for another bite. He does go for Supersonic. I will probably, yeah, I hurt myself in confusion. That really sucks. He's going to go for the Leech Life. I can't stand goddamn Zubats. They just suck. So I'm going to try again. I do get the Thundershock this time. Probably one more to actually finish him off, though. But actually, no, he's weak enough to die from just the one. So that's pretty great. So Fruit Group grew to level 22. That's cool. And he's trying to learn Poison Powder himself. I might as well let him learn it. I can't really see myself using it too much, but better than Growl. So now we have Poison Powder. And that's pretty cool. So moving on from there, we are going to continue on, and I know there's a guy in here somewhere around here. There we go. It says watch out for live wires. So obviously he's got Magnemites and Voltorbs because he's probably an engineer or something like that. Yeah, he's an engineer, and he does have Magnemite, who back then was not Steel type because that didn't exist. So, the best thing to use against an electric would be a ground type move, and before Levitate, and Magnemite had it and then didn't, I think, so it was just weird. Right now we have Dig, and even though I could probably finish him off, with just regular moves, sometimes that type advantage is just so sweet. So, super effective, that's awesome. Gojira grew to level 13, even better. Draugr's just going to be out here wrecking Magnemite stays with Dig. I mean, Dig is a great move. I do kind of wish I had Tremor back, but after Lieutenant Surge and a couple engineers, I mean, like his Earth moves. Earthquake is a great move, but overall not worth having a whole Pokemon for when I can find someone like a Nidoking who can also just learn it. So, and he takes out that Magneton in one hit, and that's going to be insane experience. And level 21, so he's going to learn Fury Swipes, but honestly, all my moves are better than that, so I'm going to abandon learning Fury Swipes. So, there goes that engineer. So we're just going to run up here. Actually, we're going to go across here, see if there's anything over here. I don't think there is. I think that's at the top. There's an Ether or whatever. And there's a Gambler, so we're going to try our luck against him. Foo ha ha ha, I have never lost. So he says. Until now. Now that he is fighting me. So there we go, Voltorb. He's got a Voltorb, that's fine. So we're gonna just do what we did against the Magnemites. We're gonna go with Drago and use a Dig. As I said, once again, don't really need to, but it's fun to. He does have Screech, which is a little shitty, because a Screech off with a good attack afterwards would kind of screw with my day. So there we go. So there goes that Voltorb, and he sends out a Magnemite, and he's also going to get a Dig to the face in next turn. And now I got one guy who's going to just wreck Surge by the looks of this. So that's pretty awesome. And he's just absorbing all that good experience, which is great. And that's his first loss. I don't really believe him, honestly, but so right here there is something. An escape rope. Well, beggars can't be choosers. I'll take an escape rope. Better than nothing. So we are going to fight this guy right here as well. It says I'm the best in my class. So generally that would be a schoolboy or something like that, but I think that wasn't a trainer class until way later. So right now we are into a youngster. So he's got a Rattata, and it's time someone else had some fun. This might have been my worst mistake ever right here. I don't know, because he's probably got Hyper Fang. That's probably going to kill me. It doesn't, but yeah, that was just a bad idea. So we are going to go back into Drago, actually. So that was just a dumb idea. I should have known better. These Rattatas you think would be fine, but they're just not because of that one damn move. So we're going to go for the low kick and just take out this little fuck. I see. I hate that some of these little Pokemon have the strongest moves. You know what I mean? Like Rattata with a Hyper Fang. Like that just can wreck my day so easily. So we're just gonna be low kicking these little bastards. And I'm getting passionate, guys. I'm cursing at them and everything. I'm getting passionate about these. Like this Raticate here, for example. Little bastard, a big bastard actually, and he nearly killed me. But I took him out in one hit. So that's awesome. So he'll probably level up from that, which he did. Sorry. So now I have a level 22 Mankey. That's pretty sweet. So I don't know if there's any other trainers. I fought that guy, I believe. There's a Gambler up there that I know I didn't fight. We're running to another Pidgey. Obviously, Sparky will take care of this guy. I honestly expected Gojira to get another level from this stuff. Obviously, he's not being switched out each time because of the battle style to set, and I'm not going to risk him dying every second battle. So, but yeah, overall, I did expect him to do a little better. So, we're going to talk to this Gambler here who says I have never won before. So we have one guy who says he never lost, and one guy who says he never won. So obviously, I'm not really worried about this guy. He probably has, I was about to say the fire types, the Growlithe and the Vulpix. So this would be a great matchup, but it's not right now, and my guys are actually pretty weak, so this actually probably wasn't the best idea to fight him right now. We are going to actually move out into Sparky just and hope he goes for a roar. He goes for an ember, and that's probably going to really hurt. Actually, it didn't hurt as bad as I thought, but we're going to have to use one of our potions because I'm just not confident at all. He's going to go for another ember. That's going to hurt a little more. I'm going to go for a thunder shock, see what I can do to him. Hopefully get a paralysis or something. He also has bite, which really hurts, and I really don't have anything to heal this guy with. And that just sucks. I'm in a pickle here, guys, because I don't think Drago can take a hit, honestly. But I think we don't have a choice. I know Sparky's gonna die, and I don't think anybody else can take a hit. So hopefully he goes for an ember, and it doesn't kill me. And it doesn't. So I have one real good shot at this with a dig to outspeed him. I do, and I hit with the dig that should just wipe him out. So that's awesome. He's going to go for the Vulpix. Hopefully it doesn't have quick attack because I've only got this one shot at him, and hopefully it kills him in one hit because I can't take another hit, and it does. That was actually stupid on my part, guys. That was a dumb idea to fight him with everyone such low health. So obviously we are going to teleport because that's the faster way to do things. Yep. We're going to teleport and then come back and double check to make sure we got all the trainers after we heal up. And that should probably end the episode, honestly, guys. There was a short grind at the beginning, but I don't think I'll be exceeding my 15 minutes this time. Once again, I kind of just look at the clock randomly, guys, on the PC, and I'm like, okay, it was like 8:05 when I started, or 8:04 or something, and I just kind of count around. Then when I see like 8:20 something, I'm like, all right, better stop it, you know. And with grinding, it's impossible. I'm too lazy to do the equations and shit to figure out the 300% and when I started, when I stopped, and then, you know, I'd just like to keep it all one consistent, you know, video. So anyways, we're just gonna double check to make sure we did fight all these guys. I'm pretty sure we did. The only other guy I think we might not have is over here, this guy right here. Let's make sure. Careful, I'm laying down some cables, and we didn't fight him. So here's our last battle before we end the video, guys. We're gonna fight our buddy Engineer. He's gonna send out a Magnemite. We are gonna go obviously with Gojira to start, and I can't believe he's not already level 14. Like, he's just not he's not advancing as much as I want him to. So we're gonna go into Drago here, just to go for the type advantage. He's level 21. We're just not going to take any chances. We're going to go for the dig, and we're going to take him out in one hit. Because I know he's going to take him out in one hit, because dig is an overpowered move. I think so anyways. For Generation 1, it seems pretty friggin' strong. So Gojira finally did get to his level 14, and that'll take out the Engineer, and that'll be the last guy here. And he gave us quite a bit of money that's kind of useless right now. So that's all the guys here. Nobody else really. And so the next episode we will be doing the SS Anne. Didn't really take any hits, so we will probably go straight to the SS Anne from here. Won't really bother with healing up at the Pokemon Center or anything. Just gonna go check in these houses, see if there's anything important in them, and I'm getting my Pidgey to fly a letter to Saffron in the north. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so anyways, guys, so we'll just continue right away. We'll be going straight to the SS Anne. So anyway, that'll end it for now, and next episode, stay tuned for part 20, which will be the SS Anne. So lots of trainer battles, hopefully lots of experience, and I'm a little nervous about losing some guys to stupid things like poison and critical hits. So anyways, until next time, guys, tune in for the next episode. Thanks. Bye. What is going on, guys? We are now into part 20, the big 2-0 for Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. Wasn't sure I'd make it this far. We're going to get right underway because we are going to be done with that grind for a little while. It's time to actually continue the good old quest. So, welcome to SSN. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? Mitch flashed the SS ticket. Great, welcome to SSN. So here we go, guys. We're going to be going straight onto the SSN. Yes, I know about the Mew truck thing before anybody asks. And I did do it one time, and yeah. So anyways, here we are into our first cabin room on the SSN. I travel alone on my journeys. My Pokemon are my only friends. It's a gentleman, obviously. I think he has Growlithe or Nidorans. Growlithe are more common with gentlemen, I think. And he does. So we have a Growlithe. We're going to send out Gojira right away. And obviously that is going to be switched out for someone who can be super effective, like Drago with Dig. Because right now our water type doesn't really have anything. So I was unaffected by the by his roar. He went for a bite after that, but the Dig is probably going to one-shot the Growlithe, and it does, so perfect. So yeah, so then he sends out another Growlithe, I go for another Dig. Pretty straightforward stuff. He goes for the Ember, obviously it misses him underground, and we take out those two Growliths like they're nothing. So that was the first cabin, guys. There are quite a few on this ship, so should be pretty interesting. Obviously, I'm going to save the last rooms for last, you know, because we want those right before the rival and all that. But we're going to start with this section, which we found a max potion, which is just awesome. This guy says to me, my buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. That's cool. But we got the item out of it. So now we have two sailors in here. It says, my sailor's pride is at stake. So now we're going to fight the sailors. Now they're either going to have Machops or they're going to have water types. This one has water types. Horsey. So obviously we're just going to run straight into good old Sparky here with that one. And he's going to go for the bubble. And I'm going to go for the Thundershock, obviously. The good old-fashioned type advantage there. Obviously, I have a couple of guys who are good against water types right now. You know, being Fruit Group and Sparky. So right now, water types aren't really my problem. And then we have a Shelder here, who I'm going to Thundershock, and probably not one hit. But I did because it was a critical hit. I really need that Thunderbolt. That would be really helpful right now. He's going to send out a Tentacool, and I'm thinking sometimes I might start taking a risk with my buddy Supersonic, with Gojira there, and actually switch out and let him take a hit or two, but just for the extra points. But I am kind of worried about things like Acid, how much that might do to him. Obviously he's a Magikarp, he's weak, right? So I'm confused. I hurt myself in confusion. That sucks. He goes for another Supersonic. Of course, it's going to fail. I'm not confused anymore. I Thundershock, and that ends the Tentacool. So there we go for that, and I grow to level 23, which is great. And so now Sparky's in the lead for levels, and we're going to fight this guy right here. Right off the bat. You know what they say about sailors and fighting. Can I assume a Machop this time? Just because the way he said that? Apparently not, because he's got a Shelder. So we're going to switch out into Fruit Group this time, just because, I don't know, give Sparky a break there. He's a little low health. And of course he's going to go for the Supersonic. So probably a smart move, really, because I might have been confused and hurt myself like that. So he goes for the Supersonic again. Of course he's going to fail. I'm confused again, and I hurt myself twice in a row, and that just sucks. Because I find confusion sometimes can really wreck a person's day. I know there's a system to it, like how much it's actually going to do. But 3 in a row, like, look at this crap. Like, I can just not get away from this damn confusion. One Vine Whip will probably take him out, and I've just lost half my health for it. Or maybe not. It was more than one, but please confuse no more. There we go. Took out that Shelder, but it cost Fruit Group half of his health just to take out one Pokemon. That's just crazy. So, defeated the two sailors. Obviously, we will be running back to the Pokemon Center quite a bit, guys, because I'm not taking risks with this shit. You know, I'm not going to fight until I drop, so. Now we're against another sailor who says, I like feisty kids like you, and that's kind of creepy. Especially since we're in his room all alone. He goes for the horsey, sending out right off the bat. I'm going to be switching. I'm going to go into fruit group again. I'm pretty sure he can take anything a horsey can dish out at him. Probably a bubble. Yeah, it was a bubble. So that'll do a few damage. And then I'll go for the Vine Whip for the type advantage and try to take him out in one hit, hopefully. Which I don't. Obviously, Vine Whip is starting to become a little bit of a liability. Not really a liability, but its move is not that great overall, really. You know what I mean? He doesn't really... he needs Razor Leaf is what he needs. A more powerful grass type move. So there we go. He's sending out another horsey. I'm going to once again... My speed fell from the bubble, and so now I'm just, you know, taking 2 hits at a time. Second place in speed. But that time it got a critical hit, so that's cool. And he's going to send out a horsey for the last one too. 3 level 17 horsies. The bubbles are just going to continue to do 2 damage at a time. My Vine Whips are hopefully going to take these things out. Obviously I need 1 more, and he's going to go for another bubble. So Fruit Group's obviously not going to be used much anymore after this battle. Unfortunately so, but we will be running back to the Pokemon Center soonish. So now there's that. And there's obviously an item in here, and it is a ether, so that's pretty cool. And now we have the next cabin, which has another item. We're going to go for it, but obviously the sailor got to us and says, us sailors have Pokemon too. And we are going to fight him, and he's got a Tentacool, and that's pretty cool. Alright, that was pretty lame, actually. We're going to take a risk now, actually, guys. We're going to go into Gandalf and hope we don't get poisoned. That's what we're going to do. Because Confusion will be super effective against this guy. And, of course, Supersonic really sucks. So we're going to hope that he doesn't... and he hits himself with a... That just sucks. Wrap, obviously, is really going to hurt. I'm going to try for it, because 1 Confusion should take this thing out. Poison type, you know, and all. So I'm confused again. I did get the confusion off. Hopefully it kills him in 1 hit, otherwise I'm in trouble. It didn't. That kind of... He's confused and hurt himself in confusion though from the confusion, and it worked out perfectly. So Gojira grew to level 15, which is awesome, and learned Tackle. So finally he learned a move. Not that he's going to be used much. He's going to go for the Staryu. I'm actually going to try for the confusion. I'm confused no more. Hopefully I can take this thing out. I get the critical hit. He goes for the Tackle. It shouldn't be enough to kill me. I go for 1 more confusion and take out the Staryu, even without the type advantage. Obviously, Gandalf is a tank. And he grows to level 19, so that's what I was really after. So there we go, but now our guys are kind of losing their edge. But found TM44 from here. I'm not really sure what that is, so we're going to have to check it. And TM44 is Rest, and we don't really need Rest right now, so we're going to try this, I believe, the last room here. Hello, stranger. Stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. That doesn't really bode well for me, honestly, because the fisherman wants to fight and sends out a Tentacool. Now, obviously, I can't do the same thing I did before because... My poor buddy, good old Gandalf, is weakened right now, so we're going to actually have to go with Drago, honestly. Not really a type advantage, but I'm just kind of worried about their health levels. He misses with the Supersonic, so I guess I could have gone with, good old Gandalf here. So we're going to go for the Mega Punch, though. See what we can do with that. Almost took him out in 1 hit. He goes for the Acid. I should have probably went for the Dig, but I didn't. The Acid does a fair amount. But we're just going to go for the Karate Chop and take him out. Obviously I wasn't poisoned, so that's the main thing. And he's going to send out a Staryu, which I am going to once again Karate Chop, hoping for a critical hit. Which I do get, but it's not enough to take him out. He goes for the Tackle. I'm just going to go for 1 more Karate Chop to finish him off. So obviously type advantage isn't all that's necessary to win, but I do prefer it sometimes. Most of the time, honestly. So he's going to go with the Shelter. I'm going to go for a Mega Punch that I miss. He's going to go for the Withdrawal. I'm going to go for another Mega Punch that should hit. It does, but obviously he's got defense up, so it's not going to do nearly as much. I'm going to go for another one, and probably one more to finish him off. But that one actually did finish him off because it was a critical hit, so perfect. So we defeat the Fisherman, and now we've got one more guy. I'm going to take the chance and actually go against him. And he says, "Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose." Well, yeah, because if I lose, it's game over, honestly. So he's got only one Pokemon, and it is a Machop, and that sucks, because it's level 20 Machop, and now I'm really in the shitter. Because I don't have anybody who can really take a hit from this guy. We're going to go with Drago, though, because he's got the most health. Hopefully he does. He's going to use a Karate Chop, obviously. Hopefully it's not a critical hit. It is, but I do survive. That's the main thing. But there's not really much I can do. I don't have any potions. Oh, wait, yes I do. I have a max potion that I'm going to have to use just to stay alive. So I recovered all my health. He's going to go for the low kick, which is going to probably do a fair amount, but not overly so. We're going to go for the dig, honestly. He's going to go for the Karate Chop and miss. I'm going to go for the dig because it's just a good move overall. Does more than half. One more dig will take him out. The Karate Chop. I hated using that max potion, but I'm glad I did. I played it safe. You know, I really want to try and save these things, obviously, for the for later in the game, but sometimes it's just necessary. So that's all that. That's the end of this section, I believe. There's not really a... Yeah, this is the end of this section. So I'm glad I was able to clear one section without running back to the Pokemon Center. That's always cool. And so we're just going to run outside and then teleport to the Pokemon Center and run right back, guys. So here we go with doing that. We're going to teleport. Obviously, we're only having such a not difficult time, but obviously all the guys are getting beat up so bad is because we are switching out every time with Gojira, and they're taking the hits, right? So, and I mean, I'm glad for it though, because now, you know, in 4 more levels, I will be using that rare candy on him. I'm gonna use 1 rare candy to get that that Magikarp into a Gyarados, because I want him ASAP. So once he hits that level 19, I'm gonna have a Gyarados. Obviously, I could save my rare candy for better things, but overall, you know, I could save it up forever and then, you know, use a couple levels at the end, you know. I don't think there's that many throughout the game, so I'm just going to use it for what I need it for at the time. So he's going to tell me to welcome to the SSN again, and I'm just going to go straight on board. So we're back on board, and we are now going to continue through this section of the ship, and we're against a gentleman right here. He says, "You pup, how dare you barge in?" How dare I barge in indeed, honestly. I'm just going into people's rooms like I own the place. So he's going to pull out a Nidoran. I'm going to pull out Gojira here. I'm going to go with Gandalf for this one. I'm going to go straight for the Confusion. Match level. Hopefully he doesn't go for the... he does go for the Poison Sting, and that might poison me. It does. That sucks. That means I have to run right back to the Pokemon Center after this battle, which really sucks. But the Confusion will take him out in 1 hit. It's critical, so that's always a plus. He's going to send out another Nidoran, a Nidoran female. I'm going to go for the Confusion again. Hopefully take him out in 1 hit as well. I do. Critical hit again. And take no poison damage, so that's always cool. Obviously, now I have to run straight back, of course, to the Pokemon Center. So that kind of sucked. And I'm only doing that, guys, once again to play it safe, because sometimes I've noticed the times I haven't really played it safe when I've taken a chance, sometimes they just really don't work out for me, you know, like, especially like, you know, doing stupid things with Wayne, saying, he'll be fine, you know, and stuff like that. I lost him, and same with, Crow, who we also lost, only because I went for the type advantage, and I said, you know, I could play it safe with Drago or someone like that, but no, I'm going to use Crow, you know, Peck gets some experience for him. He was that close to being a Fearow, and I lost him, so, you know, it's me not playing, defensively that's really causing my downfall here a lot of the time, and the use of like that max potion, for example. I mean, max potion That is so helpful, and I just wasted it. I found basically a freebie for the Elite Four if I make it that far, and I wasted it. So that pretty much sucks. But anyways, this guy's gonna once again block our path because he's a bit of an ass, and we're just gonna run right through here. We're gonna check this room, which doesn't have anybody useful in it. Neither does the next one, I don't think. It doesn't. I know they aren't trainers. I remember this ship pretty well, I think. Obviously here we have trainers. This one isn't one, I don't think. We are cruising around the world. Yeah, no. This one is, and says, I love Pokemon to you. Now after we finish this room, guys, we're going to end the episode there, so it might be a little longer than normal, and I apologize for that, but we are going to end the episode right after that. So obviously we run into a Nidoran level 21, so we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to go into good old Gandalf, and he'll probably go for the Horn attack, honestly, instead of the Poison Sting. So he did go for the Poison Sting. That sucks, but he did not poison me, so that's always awesome. I actually mix with the Confusion, so he gets another chance to poison me. He doesn't still, and I finally get the Confusion off. I thought Confusion was honestly a 100% accuracy. Apparently not, so I get the experience from that. That's great. Not that much experience, obviously, but TM08, that is Body Slam. I'm gonna have to teach that to somebody right. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait on that because I know that's Body Slam. I always remember Body Slam in here. And normally, every time I played Yellow, I would teach it to my Ivysaur, but I don't know if that's the best idea. I'm gonna have to think long and hard because I know Pikachu can learn it, and he might need a powerful move like that. So anyway, we're gonna continue, guys. Sorry to bore you there. And I collected these Pokemon from all around the world. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Body Slam yet, so we'll save that for next episode after I weigh my options. So she's got a Pidgey. We're obviously just going to switch right into the type advantage and go for the Sparky. And he's going to go for the Gust, and I'm just going to go for the Thunder Shock and kick his ass. Obviously, we really need that Thunderbolt. I swear he learns it in the 20s, but I didn't think it was late 20s, so he better learn it soon. I really would rather not waste the Thunderbolt TM on Sparky in case of the fact that I find another guy who can learn Thunderbolt and the like. So he's going to send out a Nidoran. I'm going to stay in and just use Slam, which misses, of course. He's going to go for the Poison Sting. That kind of sucks. I'm going to go for the Slam again. It hits. It's a pretty good move, but overall, not the greatest because of its low accuracy. That's the problem. I believe it's like a 60 or a 70 accuracy. So we're going to try it again. See, that's the problem right there. It's just terrible accuracy. So we're going to go for the Thunder Shock instead. I missed that as well. He's going to go for another double kick. And I'm just not willing to risk him with 13 health, honestly. So we're going to actually switch into good old Gandalf here again. Type advantage to finish him off. So he's going to go for the Poison Sting. And he doesn't poison me. I'm going to go for the Confusion. Hit him, obviously kick his ass. And that'll end it for this video, guys. No one gained a level from that, so there we go, guys. So next episode we will be continuing our battle aboard the SS Anne. We won't be running back to the Pokemon Center at the beginning, but probably shortly after. So until next time, guys, stay tuned for part 21. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do, and we'll see you next time. See ya. Hey guys, what is going on? We are back for part 21 of Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. We are just going to get right underway here. We were aboard the SS Anne in the last episode, and we are just going to go through and continue on. I forget exactly how far we were because the last couple days I've had a cold, and so I didn't really get much chance to do some gameplay, so this will be a bit of a check for me too. I'm a government police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. Well, last time I checked, I know in the anime Team Rocket was on the boat, but pretty sure they're not on this one, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, we are going to go down this way because I believe this is the kitchen and there is a great ball in here. I think it's this one? Nope, trash. There we go, a great ball. So that is awesome. And now we're going to go fight some more trainers. So that should be pretty fun. I hope I didn't miss any. As I said, I haven't done this in a little bit, so pretty sure I didn't miss anybody. And our captain is a sword master. He even teaches cut to Pokemon. Well, that's the move I need, so I believe if we go out here, there are some battles. Here we go. Ahoy there, are you seasick? Nope. And I find it kind of weird, like if I was seasick, you know, he's like, I don't give a shit, I want to battle you anyway. So while I'm puking over deck, you know, let your Pokemon fight for me. You know. So we're going to take a chance here, guys, because I know Machop's going to come out straight with a Karate Chop, and that could be devastating to Gandalf here. But if it doesn't get a critical hit, I should be okay. It did get a critical hit, and I'm nearly dead, but I know I'm faster, and I know Confusion will take him out in one hit. Which it does. Also, I got a critical hit anyway, so that was a risk, but I was pretty confident I could survive it. I also learned Disable, get to level 20. I am not even going to bother taking a chance. I know I could be super effective, but actually, fuck it, guys. I'm going to take the risk that I can kill this thing in one hit. Which I don't, and but he goes for the Supersonic, and thank God. I was so confident I could actually take him out because I'm 3 levels higher. That was really scary, and I won't be taking any more risks for Gandalf. He is level 20 now. Forget using him for the rest of these battles. The party's over. The ship will be departing soon. That's cool. And here we have another guy. Hey, matey. Let's do a little jig. Well, that sounds like fun. So he wants to dance or Pokemon battle. I'm not really sure which one. But he's going to send out a Machop, and that's unfortunate because, once again, I would have loved to use Gandalf again, but obviously that won't really be in the cards. We're just going to go and send out Drago, just to be on the safe side of things, because I know he can take a Karate Chop, which he does, and then I'm just going to Mega Punch him to the face, just because I can, because that's fun. I don't think it'll take him out. It doesn't. He's going to go for another Karate Chop, and I'm actually going to do my own Karate Chop because I think he's low enough health that I can take him out, which I do, critical hit aside. So there is that, and then he's going to bring out a Shelder, which I'm going to use Karate Chop again. And hope for a critical hit. I do get one, but by the looks of that, yeah. I'm just going to keep going for the Karate Chops because I don't think Mega Punch will, if it misses, you know, and it's critical hit anyways, never mind, guys. I was going to go into a long explanation, but forget it. Let's just continue on here. So we have one more guy, I think. Scrubbing decks is hard work. Okay, nope, no trainer there. And no trainer here. I feel ill. I stepped out to get some air. So those were the only 2 trainers on the deck, and I'm just glad Kadabra is finally level 20. That's cool. He learned Disable. I'm not a huge fan of Disable. I know there's plenty of use for it, but I don't really use it that often. So here we're into the last couple of rooms, I think. This guy. In all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. Now, Snorlax would be an awesome addition to the team, just because he can learn Earthquake, and that'd be sweet. Alright, here we go. Two more trainers. Actually, I believe there is a resting station here somewhere. And I'm just going to triple check to make sure, because if there is, I'm going to use it. Alright, I know my rival's right up there. And no, there's not. It's only because, guys, there's plenty of trainers here, and I just want to use Gojira, or not Gojira, sorry, but Gandalf again, and it's not fair that he's at 4 health. You know, because he did do well against that Machop. I mean, I switched him out at low health. He took a critical hit to the face, and then he managed to kill a Tentacool as well. I got lucky because he went for a Supersonic and not Acid or something. So we're just going to run quickly back. Actually, I can use good old Gandalf for this as well and just teleport. I'm going to teleport away, and then we're going to run right back here and finish off that last set of rooms. I think we'll have time to, maybe not have time to fight my rival, depends on how many of those guys are trainers. But once I find out which ones are, I'm sure I'll get through most of them, if not all of them, and maybe save the rival battle for the start of part 22. I'm not sure. So there we go. We got them all healed up, and we are back on our way to the SSN. Now, I believe I explained before, guys, I did do the Mew glitch, the real one, with the whole youngster thing and flying away in Lavender Town. But I did attempt one time to do the whole SSN die against the trainer and all that stuff, or however it works. So you could surf over there to the truck. There is nothing under the truck. I did do it on a Game Boy Color, so it just didn't work. I even did it on a copy of Blue because I wasn't sure if it counted, kind of like finding Missingno on Yellow. I wasn't sure, so anyway, here we go. We already talked to him, actually, my bad. And now we're going to go into this room and fight this guy. Check out what I fished up. I'm assuming this is a fisherman then, which it is. He's probably got a bunch of Magikarps, knowing my luck. No, he's got a level 17 Goldeen. That's cool. I'm still not taking risks with Gojira here because I know he's not very strong. So we're going to go into Sparky, type advantage and all that. He's going to go for the Peck, so that was a good choice rather than Fruit Group because that would have been super effective against Fruit Group. Thundershock doesn't take him out in one hit. Once again, I really am hoping for that Thunderbolt soon. I'm not going to waste the TM knowing that I can learn it because, once again, if I get a Thunderbolt TM, I find another guy who can use it, it's not a bad move to have, more than once. So we're just going to go once again for a Thundershock on this Tentacool. It won't kill him in one hit for sure, but 2 will do it as long as I get lucky with this Confusion. Which I'm not, and that sucks because that hurts a lot. He goes for another Supersonic because he's a moron. I hurt myself in Confusion again. This really sucks. That Acid is going to hurt like crazy probably, which it does. I didn't get poisoned, but I really need to switch. So I am actually going to go into Gandalf to go head out for the Confusion. He's going to use Wrap. That's not going to do much to me, probably 3 damage. Yeah, about 3. And I will outspeed him next move and kill him off in one hit with the Confusion, which is right now. So I only took 6 damage. That's not terrible. And now he's done for. He's going to send out a Goldeen. I'm going to take my chances, see what Confusion can do. It's probably not that strong. Actually, it's quite strong. Peck's probably going to do a nice chunk. It does about 10. And then that ends that Fisherman. Gandalf's going to be pretty helpful, especially now that he's gaining quite a few levels here. He's nearly on par with most of my other guys, so that's good. And we're going to go for this next guy, who says, competing against the young keeps me youthful. Obviously a gentleman, as per the top hat. So he's going to send out a Voltorb. And I'm going to send out, of course, Gojira, but I'm going to switch out from that because I don't really want to die. I'm going to go to Drago for the type advantage, use Dig, just kill him off, because he is level 22. That's pretty high level, And he's going to go for the self-destruct, and that really sucks, because I don't know what the hell, if I can even survive that. I do. Holy shit. That was really scary, guys. I had no inkling that he would... What the hell? I don't know how strong that is. Obviously, Explosion is a really scary one, but Self-Destruct can kill off guys, obviously, pretty easily. That was, that was a good switch choice then. I had no idea if he could survive that or not, but that was pretty scary. And I found a Max Ether, so that's cool. On to the next one. Hopefully it's not as scary. This guy says Pokemon can cut down small bushes, and yes, I have seen some Pokemon fairy people across... What? Yes, I have seen some Pokemon fairy people across the water. Okay, I thought I read that wrong, guys. And my game seems to be glitching up on me. That's weird. I'm not really sure what's going on there, guys. I apologize for that. I don't have anything open, or... We're just gonna keep trying here. Which do you like, a strong or a rare Pokemon? Personally, I like both, but rare Pokemon are always cool. The gentleman wants to fight and sent out a Growlithe. Level 17. I go with Gojira. Unfortunately, no water moves, so we're going to have to switch. Now, Drago would be ideal, but obviously not really going to be much of a risk taker with him at low health. Now, I think Gandalf can take a hit. Maybe. We're going to find out. That kind of hurt, but we're going to go for a confusion and see what that does. I think I can survive one more bite. He uses Roar, though. I'm unaffected, so I do get a chance to kill him off. So that's pretty lucky. And now he's going to send out a Ponyta, which I will take a chance with a confusion. I think I can survive anything he'll dish out. I kill him in one hit with a critical hit anyways, so no worries there. And there we go for that one. And now we fight a Lass, by the looks of it. I never saw you at the party. And it is a Lass, and she is going to send out a Jigglypuff. Level 20 Jigglypuff. That's alright. I'm going to go with Fruit Group because he's the only one at full health, and I don't think she has anything that will be super effective against me. Disabled what? My Leech Seed. Well, that's not so bad. So I'm going to go for the Vine Whip anyways. It doesn't do too much. She's got the Defense Curl, and I forget back then, as I said, the types were different. Obviously, that's a special move still. Grass is still special. So, because the Defense Curl didn't really seem to do much for her. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not noticing it, but that'll get rid of that Jigglypuff, and that was pretty painless. So, Gojira grew to level 17. That's great. Almost got ourselves a Gyarados soon. So the last was defeated. And now we're going to grab this Pokeball, which is a rare candy, which is awesome. As I said, I'll be using one of those when Gojira reaches level 19. So, what do we got here? Have you gone to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City? It had many rare kinds of Pokemon. Me and my daddy think the Safari Zone is awesome. Well, that's cool. One more room before the rival, and I believe they do battle me. I'm not sure. Let's see. The captain looked really sick and pale. Apparently not. I hear many people get seasick. Now, obviously, guys, the next battle will be the rival right there. My guys all are at half health and such, and I'll still be doing the switch out probably with Gojira. So I'm gonna run back to the Pokemon Center because I don't want to lose anybody because of something stupid. I might not even do the switch out with Gojira just because I'm a little worried. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. But that'll be next episode because we are almost at our 15-minute mark anyways, I believe. As I said, I don't pay too much attention to the time. I just take a rough estimate like, oh yeah, it's probably been around 13 minutes, 16 minutes, whatever. So we're just going to heal up and then head back down that way, and then that'll probably end the episode, guys. Obviously, I don't want to, you know, as I said, I try to make it around the 15-minute mark. As you guys have seen, there's 18-minute ones, there's 14-minute ones. It's a loose guess. I don't hit the 15-minute mark and then stop. But so that'll end. You know, I just try to keep it around there for the sake of, you know, not making some episodes really long and then making some really short. So anyways, guys, so that'll end this part. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. And next time at part 22, we will be doing both the rival battle and fighting Lieutenant Surge. And if all goes well, maybe even go back to Cerulean and get our bike voucher. Probably not, because I do want to go through Diglett's Cave with Cut and go down through and grab, I believe there's a Moonstone down there. So I'll be wanting to do that. So anyways, guys, that's it for now, and we'll see you next time. See ya.